Here's a common myth that home buyers just get wrong. Appraisals are not home inspections, and home inspections are not appraisals. Home inspectors go out and tell you everything that's potentially wrong with your home. Appraisers, they go out and they tell you based on their professional opinion, using data, science, whether or not your home is worth more or less than what you have agreed to purchase the home for. Now, as a lender, I will tell you, and as a home buyer, I will tell you, there is nothing more frustrating that's going to leave you on pins and needles than waiting for your appraisal to come back. I'm Dustin Owen, and you're tuned in to the home stretch. So in episode 467 of the Loan Officer Podcast, which is the mortgage industry's #1 podcast, I actually sit down with Joanie, who is the owner and CEO of one of the largest appraisal management companies in America. So I could go straight to the source to have her give you and me the scoop on what it means to be an appraiser, what's required, but more specifically, what actually happens when my bank or my lender orders an appraisal so that I can purchase a home and actually qualify for financing. When you tune in, you'll get to hear Joanie answer one of my most basic questions. Check this out.
What is an appraisal? Walk us through what appraisers actually do, how they come up with their valuation, and then where is the appraisal industry going? That's kind of where I'm looking to go with this, if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
All right, very cool.
Dig in.
So let's start with this, the easiest one, right? Men and women like you and I who own homes. What should we know in general about the appraisal that was done for our home when we purchased it 1 year, 2 years, or 20 years ago, and our home's current value? Like, what would you talk to your best friend from UCF or, your ex-roommate who had questions regarding their home appraisal? What's some general knowledge they should understand?
Well, I think it starts with clearing up a misconception about appraisals being an exact science.
Okay.
Appraisals are an opinion of value that's completed by a licensed certified appraiser in a particular market. And appraisers have to have geographic competency, so they know their markets really well. And when you find an appraiser that has really great experience and does a really great job, you can trust the values that are in the appraisal reports that you receive. So, I get a lot of questions about what can I expect when the appraiser comes to my home. The appraiser, there's another misconception that appraisal inspections should take a long time. So that's like one of the biggest questions we get. Well, the appraiser was only here for 10 or 15 minutes, so we don't think that they've done a thorough job on our appraisal. Most of the work is done prior to the appraiser even visiting the property. They're pulling up data and information, public records, MLS. They're researching the property before they get there. When they get to the property, that's when they do their inspection. And, appraisers that have been in the industry and doing this for a long time, it doesn't take them a long time to do the inspection.
So obviously, Joanie did a great job of just scratching the surface. If you want more information on exactly how appraisals work, then I want to encourage you, go over to the Loan Officer Podcast, click the subscribe button, and make sure you check out episode 467, where I interview Joanie to talk all things appraisals. But what I want you to get from today's video is understanding that these are professional opinions. It's not an exact science. An appraisal is different than a home inspection. Most times when you're applying for financing, you have to have an appraisal. But you know what? You don't have to have an inspection. Now, it's always recommended that you get a home inspection. But a home inspection is not an appraisal, and an appraisal is not a home inspection. But as a lender, if we're going to lend you money in order for you to purchase a home, then we are going to have to make sure that home appraises. But please know, when you go to purchase a home, especially if that home has financing, that we as your bank or we as your lender, we are going to be required to order an appraisal. That appraisal is ordered through a third party so that neither you, your realtor, or me can hand select which appraiser we want. We want to have some independence. And that appraiser is going to go out and they are going to walk through their checklist to see what your home is worth. And what they're going to look at 9 times out of 10 are comparable sales, as Joanie talks about when I featured her on the Loan Officer Podcast. If you have questions regarding purchasing a home, financing a home, If you have questions on an appraisal and you just don't know who to turn to, please know you can turn to TLOP. We have a team of approved professionals all throughout the country who are dedicating to serving men and women just like you. All you have to do to get in contact with one of our approved professionals is click the link below, fill out a quick questionnaire, hit submit, and within hours, a TLOP approved housing professional will be in contact with you to answer your questions, help you formulate a game plan, or if you're looking to purchase a home, they will walk you through a free home buying consultation.